Okay, 1504, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. 5 years ago, opponent joined. Strong player, nearly, what, 1600 with nearly 10,000 games in Rapid. So strong player. But it is 5 minutes, it's not 3 minutes. Let's bring the bishop up. Obviously, if you take, I get my knight developed, although it's obviously a good argument that you can go to c3. I'm just trying to get castled here. What do I want to do? I'm actually going to take that. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm just going to try and get castled. Watch out for tricks that might exist. Yeah, I've changed the clock setting to show the fraction of a second all the time. So I've just changed that in the preferences. That's something to get used to. I'm just going to try and go slowly and steadily. Does it probably e3? But black can kind of push out when you want to. So I could go up 2 and then another one, I guess. But let's play rook across first. I'm just debating whether to do this and try and gain space. But then we've got a permanently weak pawn. But it seems like a move, though, doesn't it? The knight will go back somewhere. Maybe I've even got rook across or queen up. It's going to be difficult to push, though. Difficult to push. Let's just play rook across for now. Yeah, logical. I'm actually going to push the pawn up. I can't really stop this. I'm going to play knight up here, threatening to jump in and get rid of that bishop. It could be a very strong bishop later in the game, even though it's not doing a great deal now. Oh, it comes forward. Take, what's the idea? Say either knight takes. I've still got knight up. Bishop up, knight takes would be good. So I think on that basis, it's probably good to take. I'm only guessing. Actually, and I forgot that I couldn't even go in there. That's careless, isn't it? That's very careless of me. Let's go here and pressure the pawn and maybe knight up. I might get kicked back, of course. Let's just see. But if we go here right now, 2 attack it, 2 defend it. So try and just count how many do each. Knight up, I've always got the option to come back. The knight can retreat if needed. Okay, queen comes forward. So I could jump in and try and clamp this. I could drop back. I'm just looking at whether to put the knight in first. Actually, I quite like the look of that. But here, 3 attack, 3 defend. But I think I prefer more the knight going in over than maybe coming back here. Takes, something like that. But this pawn is weak. I guess that one is as well. If we can trade, then my queen might come up. Oh, the knight's voluntarily moved, so we can actually trade here then. Is there any way to put pressure on? I don't want to lose this knight, so I'm going to take here. No, I'm just looking at queen up or queen up. I'm going to go right up first. It's only a simple threat. Either way, maybe rook across is fine. Or queen up, we can actually still throw a check in. The pawn is loose though, so check across. Maybe just knight takes. Oh, there might be a pawn loose here. Let's check and take and try and grab it. It might just be a pawn for pawn. Pawn's playing very, very well here, actually. You're doing well. Let's take and trade. It's probably pawn for pawn, like I say. Let's just take and take. Playing incredibly well, actually, aren't they? Incredibly well. I mean, I could easily be lost this game. Let me just grab the pawn. There's nothing much I can do to stop it. So I'm just going to double the rooks up and then maybe just rook back. Okay, let's launch the pawn forward, but I'm in a lot of trouble this game. I think opponent's playing terrifically well to the point that this is challenging, putting it mildly. Okay, can I go forward now? I don't see any way to actually trap the knight. Pawn up could give my king a square for later on, but rook across is actually a back rank threat. There is a bishop, but it's still a threat. Now, is bishop up a move? Where do you go? You just drop back. Right, let's just kick the knight. I'm going to push on there. But I've got a real problem this game. Knight and now I'll simply take. So let's march forward. Goes across. Now dare I go here? I'm going to risk it to keep pressure on the pawn. And if the king moves, there's a loose pawn here. Knight across logical, so I'll have to come back. I don't really want a draw. Let's drop back. I guess I just try and push forward, I'm not sure, but I'm in a bit of bother this game. Let's bring the king up. I think I can trade the rook, but... oh, it's not comfortable, is it? Oh, the knight's gone back. Let's just develop and hit the pawn. I'm going to play king up. I do not see any good plan here. That's a problem. Oh, he's happy to trade though. Okay, so come across. I'd be very happy to trade knight for bishop. I don't think will. Oh, and has. As soon as I say that, has. So if I can just come in here, sack the rook for the pawn further down the line. Okay, we might struggle to do that, but again, I should have maybe played rook up to fix the pawn. Comes forward. So I'm going to fix the pawn and attack this one. So can we collect? We can always sack the rook for the pawn if we've got two connected. It's risky though, it's risky, but if we can just grab the pawn, we have a chance to win. Ooh. Actually, that's a blunder, isn't it? I can just take the pawn with check. That's a blunder. And now I can step forward. We should be winning now. We should be. But boy, what a game this has been. Is that just, yeah, this is over now. You have to go back. You can see my opponent is very, very strong player here. Very good. Very good player, isn't it? They're very good. You can see how I can easily lose a game like that and I get no rating whatsoever. Let's put that through the analyzer. So what have we done? 50 moves. They're the move times for both players. So let's request an analysis. But you can see my opponent there has really learnt to play the game the right way, knows what they're doing. So how did we actually play it? Have we messed up somewhere? It would not surprise me. Very difficult game. Oh, we have messed up, yeah. So we've actually played the opening pretty well, and then we've blundered it away a few times. So we've blundered it away. It's 89% versus 84%. The CPL 24.45. We're better here. So what's our blunder? Oh, we should have taken with the other knight. We should have taken, we took with the wrong knight. Instead of that one, we should have taken with the other one, and that was better. But I was trying to aim for this sort of idea. Okay, I'm not sure why that is. We should have taken with that knight. And the engine saying is rook takes rather than bishop takes. So why is that? Because that might allow rook takes, right? And it does. So why wouldn't you take with a bishop? Well, bishop takes. I missed the fact that the knight hits the other pawn. Okay, fair enough. I just didn't see that. Then in this position we've blundered as well. I shouldn't have traded there. Oh, I've missed a trick. I've missed a lovely tactic, haven't I? Gain a free knight, lose a queen, check and take. I can see it straight away now. As soon as I've seen that there, I've seen it straight away. So at least I was never worse in the game. But it's come back to completely level here. Yeah, I knew it was a difficult game. It's all completely level right until we get to here. And the blunder was simply rook across. That gives up a pawn. And then that gives up the other pawn. Really tough game there, but I missed a few nice tactics, especially there, winning a free knight there. But that was a really good game though, well done.